I were just chatting, hopefully to get Neil back to feature when his book's out. That'd be great. And that was very thought-provoking as well, I thought. I don't know if you're like me, you're so busy trying to create a poem, I don't really think about where the poetry comes from or why I'm really writing it. So that's really interesting. Thank you. Okay, there's someone whose name seems to be spelled differently.
Yes.
Is that right?
It's always pronounced, yeah. It's
Okay.
Lozan.
Oh, Lozan. Lozan Yamolky, please coming up. And Lozan's also going to be featuring here at some point when the new book comes out.
Yes. Thank you. I'll be at the Holding Our House the first Tuesday of October. I believe October 4th. Yeah, my book called I'm No Hero. Thank you, Candace James. She's helping me getting the book out. So, as you notice, I don't have a poem with me, but as everybody's discussing today, the dementia and all the disease, like Huntington disease. So I thought of a couple of things that I'm going to be writing a poem about. So as a caregiver in a nursing home, you're bound. You're not supposed to speak about stuff that you see in a nursing home. And part of me believes that after 5 years of working there, it's the pain that I carried with me, it made me, and I used an excuse, of course, my shoulder injury. I was like, guys, I'm shifting career. But a couple of this, a few stories I'm going to use my poetic license to write about. A couple of stories I'd like to share with you. A lady with Huntington disease, incredibly brilliant, bright young lady. Beautiful. She was very beautiful, but the Huntington disease spiraled really fast. So she was a teacher, high school teacher for decades. I don't remember the topic she studied, but she's very bright. But I don't know if you know Huntington disease. The person shakes violently, constantly. You can still have a conversation with them. I mean, it's just hard in watching them. I was sent into her room at one day because I had my own special touch with the resident to please make her take her medication. To beg her, please take your medication, because she refused taking it. Because when she takes the medication, she's not shaking anymore. And we can also feed her, because it was hard for us to feed her. It was frustrating for us, caregivers, because she was moving so much, so they had to medicate the person. And we just thought, well, just medicate her, then we can do our job and go on, right? So I went there to talk to her, and I told her, please take your medication. It's maybe it helps. And she said, and while she was shaking, she was talking to me. She said, the medication makes me not move, but also makes me not talk. But she said, it makes my brain visualize very scary stuff, and I hear very terrible voices. And I told her, I didn't know that. Why didn't you tell the doctor? She said, the doctor, no, they don't care. And now she was shaking. She says, can you look behind you? And I looked behind me, the statement of the nursing home. I worked in 9 nursing homes, so nobody will know what the story is. The nursing home statement is #1 statement is residents have the right to refuse. They have the choice. They have the right to choose. So she said, I am choosing not to make medication, but they are forcing me. So it's just like, oh. So anyway, that's one of the stories I'm going to work it into a poem. But the other funny one I'll tell you, a lady I looked after, she had dementia, but she had lucid moments once in a while. Beautiful woman. I loved her. She hated her toes. Every time I was the bad girl, every time she'd take off her shoes, she says, oh, I hate my toes, it grows. And I lowered her in the bathtub, and she says, I hate my toes, they're disgusting, they're gross. Don't they gross you out? And one day I had it, so I told her, listen, I grabbed her toes right between her, like holding a Cinderella shoe. And I told her, listen, lady, if those toes can talk, they'll tell me some stories. And all of a sudden, her eyes lit up. And she says, yeah, they'll tell you is to go to Barbados, me and my husband, hand in hand, at the nude beaches.